Welcome back, wonderful people.
Wonderful people of the internet.
Going through our best ever Call of Duty
map
rotation. Have to use one map from Black Ops 2, Ghosts, and AW. Really wanted to throw in some MW3, but no one knew what MW3 was apart from me, so that caused some issues. Anyway.
According to me and Pocket, it never existed.
Moving on to map 2, Search and Destroy. And this is where it gets interesting, okay? In my brain, I'm sat there thinking, well, we need to use one game from everything. Okay? There's 2 Search and Destroys in this map rotation. Should this be the place we pick a Ghost map?
I liked Ghost for S&D.
Really?
S&D is what kept Ghost alive. S&D tournaments is what kept Ghost alive.
Okay, well, obviously, we can't use Raid at this point. Because
Raid is off our list.
So, these are the maps that we have to pick from, okay? We've got Standoff, Express, Meltdown, Sovereign, Warhawk, Freight, Octane, Biolab, Detroit, Solar, Terrace, Drift, Recovery, and Riot.
You think a map like Warhawk isn't better than some of the searches we have on AW?
Like what? Terrace?
Terrace?
Oh, Terrace. When I look at that list, Terrace immediately goes for me. Drift goes as well.
Recovery, I think, goes as well, too.
Recovery goes as well. That's 3.
Do you think Riot is better than...
Octane goes immediately.
Octane would go. Do you think Riot is better than Freight, Warhawk, or Sov?
No, Riot goes.
Riot goes. Do you even think...
Biolab goes?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Biolab S&D either. Do you think like Detroit or Solar are better than Warhawk, Freight, or Sov?
Say that again?
Do you think Detroit or Solar are better than Sov, Warhawk, or Freight?
I think there's argument for Detroit. I'm going to get rid of Solar as well on that list. I'm going to leave Detroit. Standoff. This is where we kind of get into an interesting debate here.
Standoff is...
Would you rather use that for another respawn, potentially? If you eliminate Standoff now, then you can't use it.
Or have it as a Game 5.
Or a Game 5 S&D. That's something else to think about. You know, there's 2 of them.
I would personally save it.
So, get rid of it? Scratch it off for Game 2?
Yeah, I would scratch it off.
All right, so no Standoff. So
then you're down to Express, Meltdown, Sov, Warhawk, Freight.
Express
I think Express can go.
So we're down to Meltdown, Sovereign, Warhawk, Freight, Detroit.
See, the weakest one out of Meltdown, Sov, Warhawk, and Freight to me is Freight.
I agree. Get rid of Freight.
Then
we're actually agreeing on things. What is going wrong? Normally it's Turmoil.
I would say the second weakest out of that.
So far, 4 maps left. Meltdown, Sovereign, Warhawk, Detroit.
Oh, Detroit's the weakest one out of those.
I would say Warhawk.
Well, I think those are your 2 weakest ones. I think there's 2 weakest ones.
So it doesn't matter. We'll get rid of both of those. So basically, we're left between Meltdown and Sovereign. Search and Destroy. This is where it gets interesting because, again, I think Sovereign was widely considered one of the best Search and Destroy maps in Ghosts. We have to use a game type of everything in Ghosts.
There were a lot of big Sovereign S&D games throughout all of Ghosts.
When you think about it, we either leave a Ghost S&D to Game 5 or we take it right now.
I think we take it now. I personally, I was a fan of Sov from the standpoint that you could attack both bomb sites. It was good for sniper play. You can run ARs on it. You can run subs. There's so many different routes you could take. I liked Sov as a map.
I agree with the move to take Standoff away. Don't want to use that in this one. I think that'd be a little bit waste. We have to use a Ghost map. I don't want Ghost Game 5. You know, Ghost was hated on a lot of things, but Search and Destroy was kind of the light, really, I guess. So we agree a Sovereign S&D is Game 2?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Sovereign S&D will be game number 2 in our ultimate Call of Duty map rotation. And, of course, we have an awesome gameplay for you guys as well. One of the best Sovereign Search and Destroys that probably happened all last year. You guys probably already know which one it's going to be, but let's take a look anyway.
Look at what everyone else is using. Nothing really out of the blue, apart from, oh, actually, was that a sniper rifle from Nature? Yeah, Nature's running a sniper rifle as well, but Kleist is going to lose that first gunfight. However, Crim did shut down H, though. So, a little bit of friendly fire going on already. Optic with a 3 versus 2 situation.
And TP was cleaned up as well, so it's 3 on 2, like you said. Scumpy going to be rotating around the back here with Nade shot, and look at this flank here. Nade could actually come behind multiple players. Here's Scumpy right next to someone. Let me turn on Oracle mode for you.
Oh, he's seen him, and he's going
to get tagged up from behind potentially. Nade's now got to make the move. And Proofy and Nade shot in a 2-on-2 against Crim6 and Karma.
Nade shot does win that gunfight against Crim6. That's going to leave Karma in a 1 versus 2. Bomb is down. at that A side. Nadeshot peeks up, cleans up Karma as well. Nadeshot 2-0, Clays to getting the boys in the booth pumped up. He knows this is a must-win map for Optic Gaming.
Here is Nadeshot one more time. You can see just the movement underneath that crate. Saw the feet of Karma. Fantastic reactions as he is able to make every bullet count. We're going into side number 2. It's now EG on the attack, and I can't wait to see what is the strategy from this Evil Geniuses crew.
Oh, Crim6 has double smokes and a nade as well. He's going to be using... Is that a... Are you looking at... Look at Crim6 screen real quick.
You want to go to Crim?
He's using... Wait.
Remington?
No, that... Is that...
No, this is
a Vector. He's using a thermal Vector.
Excuse me, yeah.
He's using a... wow. I've heard a lot of people say the thermal Vector doesn't really have that much recoil to it, but I've never actually seen someone...
Nice nade. Takes out Nadeshot. No trophy in play, and that is going to really hurt Optic. Bomb going down in the hands of TP. Smokes down. And let's see. It looks like we got Scumpy trying to go on a flank. On the other side, it's going to be Proofy. Scumpy called out. Finished off. Proofy in a 1-on-4. Not going to happen unless he can pull off something miraculous. Spots 2. Get shots at both of them. Won't be able to finish. Good attempt by Proofy, but it's not enough. Nice positioning. Great strategy and execution here by EG at that top bomb site.
From 5-1, kicking things off. And you see that little wry smile come onto his face. He's known for not really having... Yeah.
You like that?
He's known for not really having that much emotion, but... I'm interested to see if he's going to keep using that Vector Thermal, and it seems like he is going to do that. So I'm going to keep him highlighted on my screen, Puckett.
Yeah, he's over at A. He's not going to see anything off the break, really, but instantly into the battle, we're going to have a challenge on the stairs, and it looks like TP is underneath it. First kill was scored by Clayster with that Bulldog.
Big win considering the last attacking round. He did go down for first blood. TP and Ake's gone down. Now it's Crim. 1 versus 4 situation. 60 seconds left. That bomb is being planted at B. That's Proofy who's managed to get that down. And well, if Crim hits that from that range with a Vector, I'm slightly concerned. Yeah,
hybrid scope here on the Vector. And Crim, he spots him again. Was he seen? And it looks like it. Proofy going to try and dodge this grenade. Not going for the wall bang. A second nade going out.
Throws out that smoke as well, just for a little bit of extra coverage. 1-on-2 Clay's going to get the challenge. And he manages to kill Clayster with the explosion.
Crate, man.
There's one more player at that B Domo side. Crim just trying to stay alive here, but he has pretty much run out of time. 15 seconds to kill 3 people and get a defuse. Not really going to happen, so he's just playing to keep himself alive here. And does get challenged from the side by Nature. And Optic Gaming now 2 rounds to 1 in the lead.
I do want to give credit to Crim6, though, for blowing up that explosive there, man. And that just shows you the experience from these players. They know what to do in every situation. He was simply outnumbered. 6-2 start for Crim6. Over on the other side, it's Nadeshot, who is 4-1. I think he is going to be our player to watch on defense, but it's Crim on the attack.
Yeah, Crim6 is 6-2 right now. TP's picked up the bomb, currently 0-2. Just trying to get that objective put down, but he has already got the bomb down once, so he's doing his role quite nicely. Obviously, one of those deaths did come from friendly fire in the first round, so it's a little bit unfortunate, but Scump's going to clean up TP for first blood that round, so Optic Gaming now 4 versus 3, but Crim6 with those nades once again. He banked it perfectly in the last round.
No one there.
Home this time, though.
And look at the flank here on your mini-map. Aches is going to be hunting outside, but look at Nadeshot behind the EG spread. And Nadeshot, does he see anything yet? You see shots coming in. Scumpy was just taken out by Karma's Remington. So here's some kills. The silencer as well, so he's not going to show up on the mini-map. 3-on-2. And they're basically pincering in. Nadeshot jumps in, getting tagged up. Karma is going to push in, and Aches is clean. So Karma now, last man standing. He's going to find Proofy up top, and we are done.
Nadeshot played that so well. You can see by the smile on his face. He knows he did well that round. Using that silencer to his advantage, just sneaking around the enemy base and picking up a couple of kills. Proofy as well, playing very well in this search, 3-1, but it is all about Nadeshot, 6-1. He is a fantastic search and destroy player. It's pretty much Crim6 versus Nadeshot right now. Crim 6-3 though. He's still a player to keep your eyes out for. He has actually switched out to a Remington now though, Puckett.
Nadeshot going underneath once again, trying to see if he'll go for a flank. It worked out very well on that last defending side. Getting tagged up immediately. They were ready for him. It looks like, once again, that is probably going to be Crim6, yeah, over at A. So with the bomb, a very slow push here from Optic Gaming. Proofy going to be your carrier. And over at B, we have Glacier directly underneath the player up top in the nest. That's going to be Aches once again.
One of the big things to note as well about S&D Sovereign, the way Optic Gaming play it is it's very rare you'll see them make an A push. They love that B bomb site, and it has been working for them so far, but you know, it's only a matter of time before EG, you know, catch on to that and they go for a 4-man defensive play on that B site.
I really like the use of the silencer on the MTAR. It's something we saw Dito use quite a bit at the US Championships. Optic going with it. It's going to be a 3-on-2 now. Let me turn on Oracle mode once again as
oh my god.
I wanted to show what the player's viewpoint is because a lot of people that are in the venue are watching Call of Duty for the first time. They don't know that these players do not see these outlines. They're just expecting them to be there.
Yeah, it just shows their instinct when we can obviously see them with that great Oracle mode, but players actually can't, and Crim6 is right next to a player, and he gets Nature picks up the kill. That's going to extend him to aim 1. Now Karma in a 1 versus 2. Proofy and Nature still up for Optic. Karma is in that B site.
And that bomb is down, most importantly. He is running out of time. He knows it. He is done.
Nature extends it to 9-1, and he's getting pumped up, and he isn't normally a player to get that pumped up in a booth, but you know, he's really getting into this one. 9-1, as I said, 5-point spree so far, and that silence MTAR really working out.
My bad for rushing you. I just didn't want Matt to die by himself and you be in a bad spot.
And you can see, still trying to fix some strategy over there in the Optic booth. Glacier admitting some mistakes. And who do you want to watch here? I know TP's got a donut, just 1 kill for Karma, 1 kill for Aches. I feel like this EG squad's just simply getting outplayed when it comes to strategy.
They're just putting them all in his backpack right now.
They're going back to this A push, and look at Crim at range.
He's just a one-man mission. This is why we call him Crimbot. He's just such a sensational player. Finally, his teammate's getting a couple of kills. Aches picks up a big 2-piece on Nature.
And just like that.
And Crim finishes up Proofy. 4 rounds to 2, but that was a must-win round there for EG.
And that was a 4-0 sweep in that round. Of course, 2 from Aches, you're going to get 2 from Crim6, and Crim6 is just playing phenomenal when he has that Remington in hand.
Yeah, he's just absolutely beast. I mean, he obviously started off with that hybrid Vector, switched out to the Remington when he recognized that, you know, his teammates weren't winning those 1v1s. He needed something a little bit more consistent. And now EG with those 2 rounds, they're on the defensive side. Optic Gaming back on the attacking side, and no surprise, once again, they're going to make a play on this B-bomb site.
Here comes the Bulldog fight.
Oh, he's running straight past him. Clayster doesn't pick up the fight. It is Aches, but it is traded by Scumpy. He's looking for the pre-fight down low. Nobody home, though. And, you know, if Proofy plays this well, if he... Oh, he has to be careful here. There is going to be someone checking. Can he get the wall bang? He's 1 shot, and Proofy decides he doesn't want to go for it.
And I think that was smart. He knew a grenade of some kind was coming in. He dipped out with no trophy system down.
Oh, 100%. Now he wants to stay next to his teammate Scump as well. See if they can try and work a pick.
Look for Nade Shot to try and get sneaky. He is underneath opponents, and we are going to see as that is Scump cleaned up by Crim. Once again, 11 kills now for Crim6 over at A.
And the big problem here is Proofy and Nature are so far away from each other. The Nature needs to make some sort of a play, and he's going to get unlucky here unless he checks the stats. He does check. Is he going to pick up the kill? Yes, he is. That was Karma. Now it's a 2 versus 2, but still, Proofy and Nature so far away from each other. And Proofy still at that B bomb site. He needs Nature to try and get close to it. Or Proofy to win that 1v1, and he does win the 1v1, and that's now going to leave Crim6 in a 1 versus 2. It's Nature and Proofy, but that's a good nade. That should get the kill. No, it doesn't.
Where did it go?
It just
trophy
evaporated.
Must have been down. No. I don't know what just happened up there, because that nade just did not connect, and now you're going to see Proofy. Can he finish it?
No,
it's going to be up the Nade Shot. Crim6 has been a monster. 12 kills already. Can he get this clutch? And he will. What a play from Crim6, and he's going to get the defuse as well. Crim not buckling under the pressure, putting Evil Geniuses on his back for their 3rd round win.
You just cannot stop this man when he's on form. 13-4 in this S&D.
He is Optic's kryptonite. If you remember back to COD Championships, Crim6 went 11-0 in that final search and destroy to send Optic to the losers bracket.
It was absolutely ridiculous. He just seems to step up in these search and destroys, especially against Optic Gaming. But S&D has just been his game type here at the X Games. He's just been going off every single search and destroy we've seen. He's on a 4-point spree, just clutched a 1 versus 2. Optics do still have the lead, though, in this S&D Sovereign. 4 rounds to 3, and Crim starting things off on your screen. I mean, look at that angle there. We can obviously see that player with Oracle mode, but he's still firing, and he's only millimeters away.
On your mini-map, you're going to see TP trying to move over to A. Unfortunately, Scumpy is going to get the first pick, taking out Karma. So Karma still 1 and 6, TP still with the donut. And we're going to see one player try and sneak down low. This is going to be Crim6, who needs to get a little bit of a better position if he wants to get these first kills. He's going to be flanked by 3 players, and unfortunately, Krim just shut down. Aches and TP now, and TP's just been spotted.
Yeah, Crimsix getting very aggressive with that Remington, and that's a big kill for Optic, shutting down the top fragger for EG. Nadeshot has gone down as well, though, so this is a 3-on-1. TP all by himself. TP yet to get a kill, so this is going to be tough for him, and he's going to stay on that donut as Clayster cleans him up. And now Optic Gaming 1 round away from picking up the second map in this best of 5.
Where is TP? Where is Karma in this search and destroy? They really need to show up.
They've just been shut down. It's as simple as that. I mean, don't get me wrong, Crimsix has 13 kills as well, so he is taking a lot of those kills, but still, you know, they do need to try and help share the load a little bit.
Optic on the last potential push here on offense. Can they get into B and get this bomb down early? 1 round away from tying up our series at 1-1 in the best of 5. And it looks like Clayster fearlessly charging in, and he is immediately punished by Aches.
Yeah, Aches is going to say thank you very much for that.
Turning on Oracle once again. Here's the positions and a great nade. Not going to finish off Proofy. Now that trophy system goes down, and Proofy actually going to get the kill.
Can he find a second as well, though? He is going to be the door.
Wow.
Proofy gets 2. There's 1 more there as well. Proofy needs to be careful because he was very weak. The wallbang's going to come in. Proofy stops shooting. He's going to look for the third. Proofy so close. There's another 3. Proofy just went huge. Oh my God. Proofy. Oh Lord bucket.
Look at this man.
Oh my God.
Dude, Proofy looks so good in green.
Proof's the man.
Proof's a god, dude.
I remember watching
him in
that
game
and I was
1,
like,
game 2.
I was watching that. I was like, I wanted to throw something. And I was like, that's Proof. I mean,
right.
Proof's the homie, man.
That's a nasty moment.
It's pretty sick, yeah.
I was mentioning some honorable mentions.
Oh, there are some sick games
Sovereign.
on this.
TKOG X Games Final had its moments. Nessa with a 1v2 clutch.
EG versus FaZe Anaheim.
That was
when
the 20
Krim with
right?
the 20 kill game. And then
Krim was
was it EG
monster on that map.
EG OG at Anaheim again?
Yeah,
where they were
it was the
down
game.
like what 5-2, 5-3?
I think it was 2.
5-2 or 5-3. They come back. So
many good games.
so many great
as
maps
well.
on sub.
And for everyone that kind of saying, oh, you know, why are we watching Ghost? You have to. We made the rule that you have to have 1 map.
Yo,
from everything
S&D
else.
was fun to watch on Ghost. I don't care what anybody says.
Well, luckily we don't get to see it again in our ultimate map rotation. So for now, quick commercial break. When we return, we're heading over to Uplink. This one is going to be good.